Hi, I'm Anthony from the Basement Reef. I'd like to welcome you once again to our YouTube channel. As always, if this is your first time tuning in, we're a retail aquatic pet store located in Columbia, Missouri, and this is our YouTube channel where we feature all sorts of things going on here in the store and in our clients' tanks because we take care of aquariums and install aquariums for people too. And lately we've began shipping corals across the United States, or offering corals for shipping across the United States. If you look at our last video, we launched the web store and we're really excited about it. And today I'm super excited because we've gotten our first order. So I'm getting ready to pack that up, show you guys what this customer has ordered. And then I'm gonna go into what I dropped on the web store earlier this week, how we plan to grow this side of our business, what you can look forward to in the future, and kind of move from there. I don't want to keep the focus of this channel on the web store by any means. I want this mostly to be informational stuff about aquariums, but this is an important part of our business too. We're gonna do it, we need to grow it, and there's no way to grow it without at least a little bit of shameless self-promotion. So please indulge me just a little bit here as we pack up an order for this customer who I'm gonna call E. I don't wanna go giving away any people's names or, spoiling what kind of money people are spending out there. So we're gonna call this customer E.
So the first two frags that E ordered are hanging out in one of our coral grow out tanks here, soft coral grow out. This is a new tank set up within about the past month or so. So we've got a little bit of hair algae hanging out on the back wall, some little wrinkles to go through. But if you see, the bulk of the tank here is doing good, heading the right direction. It's growing our corals. And the reason these frags are in here is because the mother colonies are in here. And I just find that, the frags do really well if they're healing up in the same colony, in the same tank, same conditions as the mother colonies. I've got them in other places too because I also think it's important to spread them around and grow them in different conditions. But the frags we're going to be sending E today, I want to make sure that they're the best quality frags we can possibly offer. So we're going to go with the ones that have healed up in the same tank as the mother colonies. So here is a frag of our Snowfield Devil's Hand Leather. And our best healed frag of the short stack Toadstool. Mother colonies. Here's the Snowfield. And here's the short stack. These are again two of our Basement Reef signature corals. They're nothing fancy, but we like them. We want to preserve their lineage, so we want you to know where they came from and what we call them here at the store. So we'll go with Devil's Hand, and the Toadstool, fully encrusted, healed up, ready to go, right there. These other two frags are hanging out in our main frag tank here. We have this, what you see is what you get, German blue digitata. I didn't grow that piece, but it's encrusted very, very nicely here in the store, fully over that top frag plug, so it's getting ready to start branching. Very nice piece. And the other thing that we've got for E today is Garf Bonsai Acropora. This we did aquaculture. So this we trimmed up about 2 weeks ago. The parts where we cut have healed over. It's about to encrust onto the frag plug. We think that that's about the perfect time to get them out the door. Alright, so into the cups we go with our German blue digitata. I went ahead and ditched the bottom frag plug on that just because we don't want any chance of sending pests along. We're doing everything we can to send you guys clean corals here. And here is a little Garf Bonsai. Again, right now it kind of looks like it's fresh cut, but if you put that back in the water, there's polyps that have grown in across there. So that tells me he's healed up and ready to go. So there we have it. That's our 4 corals in the order for E. All right, now as far as packing, I want to show you guys how I'm packing this up because I really want to demonstrate that I'm putting some care into this, that you guys are going to get nicely packaged corals that are going to arrive healthy if you order them. So the first thing I'm going to do here is put a copy of our DOA policy and procedure in the box just on the off chance something happens here, so E can know what to do to claim credit for any corals that have a problem in transit. And the other thing I'm going to add is a personalized note for E, thanking them for being our very first customer on the web store, and it's got a little coupon code on there with special little reward for you, E, if you decide to order from us again. Definitely not going to do that every time. That's a special present for you for being the first person to order. After that, we're going to put these corals in there nice and firm so that they don't go tumbling around during transit. Now, one thing that you'll never see from me is a fancy branded box or anything like that. I'm big on reusing. Recycling, people can think whatever about it, but reusing, I think people would have a hard time saying that that's not a good thing. So, pieces of foam around the store that I would usually throw away coming from other vendors and stuff like that, if I can reuse them and give them new life to get corals safely to your door, that's a great thing in my mind, especially since a lot of this trash ends up in the ocean in the end anyways. So if we can minimize the new trash being produced, that's wonderful. So sandwich that in nice and tight. Now it's a little cold outside, so I've got a heat pack, tight packaging, so that's why I've got a little false lid there on top of the corals just to protect them from the heat pack, because that does get kind of warm. Holes poked in the top, because a lot of people don't realize this, but those heat packs only work if they have oxygen. So if you don't give them room to breathe, they're not going to keep the corals very warm, and you're going to have some cold corals, and no one wants cold corals. All right, so here I am with it all boxed up, ready to go. Put a little note on it just so UPS knows that it's live coral and it should stay upright. Although in my dealings with every carrier, I don't think it's going to matter too much. But this should be packed to be tumbled around, thrown around, and the corals should still arrive nice and healthy. So wishing this the best. It's exciting for me, the first time that we've ever sent corals out of our store to somebody else. E, I really hope you like them, buddy.
So now let's talk for just a moment about what's new in our web store. And the URL there again, if you haven't seen it before, is thebasementreef.wixsite.com/thebasementreef. And this week, it's fully aquacultured LPS frags. And these came straight from our client's tank. It's a dentist's office that we've maintained a tank at for going on 5 years now. And all of these Euphyllia and Fimbriophilia have been grown out from single heads. So these all started out as maricultured pieces for the most part, but they've been growing in captivity for so long that they are definitely aquacultured corals at this point, because the original heads are long gone. You can see we've got an assortment of torches, some really nice, really fat head bicolor frog spawn, as well as some splatter hammers. The splatter hammers in particular are nice. They're more of like a micro hammer, the small heads, and they've got some marbling on them. So very nice little hammers. Head over to the website and check those out. It's probably only going to be once a year or so that we can drop something like this, because the Euphyllia are pretty slow growing. And here you can see some things that I've cut up for you that should be ready in the next couple of weeks.
All right, and lastly here, I just kind of wanted to show you guys, a little bit more of how this operation is working right now, a little bit of more, allow you to appreciate the physical space of the store here and how we can grow this operation to have the website and the retail side of our store work side by side in the future. So for now, this is our main frag tank here, kind of towards the back of the store. There's the back counter there. And that's where most of our frags for sale are. But if I swing around behind me here, there's another frag tank. And that's where we put some larger colonies, but that's also where we do a lot of our grow out. But behind me here, we have an empty 6-foot coral flat. And it's gonna be my goal over the next couple of weeks to get that plumbed up, and that's going to be where I'm going to put all the corals that are specifically listed on our web store, just to keep things more straight for myself and be able to keep a closer eye on that product, and also know if I sell something like that in the store to immediately delist it from the website. But that's not the only place we grow our corals out. This is more grow out. That's the tank that I pulled some of E's corals out of. If I walk all the way to the back of the store, by the back register is the soft coral, the rimless soft coral paradise that you've seen on our channel. I frag out of that all of the time. And it's not just limited to the store. We maintain tanks for people, so our clients' tanks end up functioning as grow out for us a lot of times. Never featured this tank on our channel. It's got some issues I'm working through, but the goal there is to eventually be SPS grow out. If I move all the way up to the front of the store, behind me here is our 90-gallon that currently serves as grow out for some of our things that we culture here in the store. And This is a 150 gallon predator tank, but there's no reason you can't culture some hardy corals in a predator tank. So as I come across some cool colonies and as we need the space, we'll move into there too. So hopefully that gives you guys a good idea of what's going on here now and into the future. Hopefully these corals arrive all right. We're really excited to ship them. And in the meantime, just thank you so much for watching. And as always, subscribe to our channel, like this video. Both of those things help us out a ton. Everything is rocking and rolling on the YouTube front right now, on the store front, on the web store front. So we're really excited. Thank you.